How's it going, guys? My name is Crimson Shadow, and welcome back to another episode of ShadowCraft. As you can see, I've built a sort of super smelter here, being fueled by bamboo. Currently filling up with copper. I have it hooked directly into my bamboo farm, as you can kind of see there. Then I have some excess storage here that's already starting to fill up. But I can easily just take that out and pump back into the system. It's not overly complicated. Just a bunch of hoppers feeding into the furnaces. And then, oh yeah, got my gear pretty much max. Got all my tools, solid bow, got shield going again. Didn't make a new elytra just because I didn't want to at the moment. I don't know why this thing stops every once in a while. It's not even that full. I'm just gonna have to add more powered rails into it. It tends to slow down. But yeah, got that. Iron farm's not working. Haven't moved it yet. But the reason it's not working now is because I changed this whole setup around. I got tired of the free range villagers. So everybody has their own little cubby now. And all of the their main enchantments are listed. So I got my full list of stuff that I wanted to get. And then I got these guys in here. I don't know what all they actually trade. But I want to see. So I need a compass. I can do that. Grab some of that. Break one of those down. I really should put a crafting table down here. But I know I have one upstairs. There's nothing going on upstairs at the moment, though. I mean, all the beds are still up there, but villagers can't get up there to use them. That's why the iron farm's not working. But one of the first things I want to do is buy one of those. Looks like we're really far off. Got to go, what, northwest to get to that. We'll do that a little later. It's almost nighttime. But I want to build a melon and pumpkin farm. Not exactly sure where I want to put it. I might put it here, since I have to tear this down. Either there. I gotta move the skeleton horses anyways, so I may just move those and then put the melon and pumpkin farm there. So, yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to move these guys to. I could just shove them over there for now. I still got to make their area for them. Yeah, I'm going to move these guys. And then I will build that melon and pumpkin farm. Alright. So I should have everything I need for melon and pumpkin farm, except for I'm just realizing I forgot the seeds. But so I'm gonna go grab those, but I'm gonna just build it right there. Should have see if I can figure out which one it was. I'm just gonna build a small one for now with 8 of each. So first things first, we're going to put a couple of chests down. Just set up the collection first. So then I'm going to need, so I'm doing 8 of each. Each side is going to be 17 blocks long. Well, I'm gonna have to push this further back. So what did I get? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm gonna have to go 14, 15, 16, 17, then one more. So these will go here then. Alright. And once you have all the pistons and observers in, you're going, if I put them in the right spot, you're going to want to put a target block behind each of the pistons. And then you'll put redstone dust behind each of the observers. So it should start triggering as I'm finishing up this build. But with this setup, anytime one of the seeds grows or changes state, as they say, the observer will detect it, send a signal into the redstone, which then goes into the target block powering the piston. Just heard a piston down there. Of course, they're going to keep triggering when I'm not looking. There, you saw that one go off. And then when this observer will trigger pistons on both sides, so that no matter which side the melon or pumpkin grows onto, it'll break it. So then what? Just gotta finish sort of decorating now. So yeah, that is melon and pumpkin farm done. He's still got to grow a bit, but once they do, it should start working. So we can grab this. I'll just toss everything back in there for now. I'll sort it out another time. But now it is time to go find this mansion. All right. So a couple weeks ago, I asked on X, formerly known as Twitter, for any questions that you might have for me. I asked on X, Instagram, and on the YouTube community tab. And in that, I only ended up getting one response, which kind of expected. We're at 26 subscribers, even less followers on either of the other two platforms. So I wasn't really expecting much. But because of that, I asked my brother, Colonel Karen, if he had any questions. And he came up with 3 different questions for me. So I'm going to read out those questions and answer them. And then the last question I will answer will be the response I got on Twitter. So CK's first question he asked is how much planning goes into your builds? And it really, oh geez, lagging, some generating a lot of new terrain. I just keep getting these massive lag spikes from that. But it really depends on build as to how much planning actually goes into it. Like something like my starter house was all free-handed. Most if not all of the other builds around my base on here, I've done at least some planning. I usually try not to actually build out the entire thing when I'm planning it. I'll build like segments or whatnot just to get kind of style down and my palette for the build. So I mean, there's barely any planning goes into it. Others, sometimes I'll build the entire thing out beforehand. It's not to say that there won't be changes to it when I'm actually building it on here, but I have the entire thing planned and built already. Actually just found an igloo. But we're also, one of the directions for the map is matched up. This igloo doesn't have anything, so we'll just start adding this direction then. But the second question, if this lag stops, the second question CK asked is, what is one thing you want to see added to Minecraft and one thing taken out? So something I would love to see added is I would love it if they updated the end to actually give you a reason to go there beyond beating the game per se, and then getting your elytra and shulkers. I mean, you got shulker boxes or shulker shells and an elytra are really the only two reasons to actually go to the end. Well, yeah, shulkers are a big part of the game, especially if you're building. You don't have to lug stuff around multiple times. The end's just so monotonous. I mean, I would also love to see a new dimension added. Whether that's like a skulk dimension or something completely different. So we got the portal frame in the ancient city, but there's no actual use for it. Be cool if the way you light it is you have to kill a warden to get a specific item or something, and then use that item to open a portal. That'd be unique and really cool. Actually give you a reason to kill the warden instead of just running away from it, because there is no real reason to actually kill them. But then something I would want removed, that's a bit harder. So I mean, yeah, I've questioned stuff as it's been added in the past. Everything that's in the game right now fits the game so well. Really trying to think. What I would actually want removed. Guess the only thing I can think that I would want removed, and it's not even so much removed as changed, would be the cooldowns on attacks. I think the cooldowns should be shortened. So, I mean, with the sword, it's not really a problem. So, I mean, that is pretty much full attack. But with the axe, let me get my axe out. So, I mean, you swing, and there's a long wait. I mean, yeah, the axe does a lot more damage per hit, but it's painful to fight with an axe. I knew for a while they're working on a new combat update. I don't know whatever came of that. But that's something, that combat update they were working on. I would love if different aspects of that were incorporated. Especially like stackable potions and water bottles. Because that is the most annoying thing ever. Is trying to make mud. Because you can only fit, what, 36 water bottles in your inventory at a time. Oh, and yeah, you can make practically automatic farms to convert dirt to mud. But it is pretty annoying without building those, and they're kind of complicated. At least the ones I've seen. Alright. So I've made it to the mansion. Front door's right there. Set up shop in the top of this tree. Let's hop down and start working our way through. Already see a creeper. But the third question CK gave me is, what build style do you think is the hardest? And I would have to say the hardest build style, for me at least, would have to be modern builds. Not because they're necessarily difficult, but I have trouble just making it look half decent. Skeletons everywhere. Let's light this up. Oh, and there's the Vex armor trim. So already got the main reason we came here. It's the armor trim. And then just emeralds and of course a totem of undying. I don't really care about saving these guys. That would take too much effort to get them all the way back. But yeah, modern builds aren't necessarily difficult. They just take I don't know, I guess a skill I don't have to make them look good. Don't ask me what that skill is. But any modern build I've ever tried to make has ended up looking exactly the same. So I don't often even try anymore. I've sort of just given up on modern and said I'm no good at it, so there's no point in trying. Which isn't the right mindset to have. I really should just keep trying. You know, eventually I might get good at it. So I've mostly cleared out the mansion. Got just the top floor left. So I think it's time to answer the last question. It's from Out of EXP on Twitter. And the question is, how do you decide when's a good time to end an episode? It's kind of a hard question to answer, because I don't really have any set way to determine when I'm done with an episode. I guess this is the last floor. But how I do it is I will, before I start recording, I'll kind of come up with a plan of usually 2 or 3 things that I want to do in a video. And my main goal is to complete whatever tasks I set forward. And then when I am done or about done with those, I will sort of look at everything I've recorded and do a rough add up of all of the clips to get an estimate of how long the recording is. And if it's about 20 minutes or so, that's about how long I want the video to usually be. So if it's that length, I'm good to wrap things up with the video. If not, I'll try and find something else to do that might not be too long of a time. I did not realize this was an enchanted golden apple when I grabbed it there. But yeah, that's just roughly what I do. But obviously it's not uniform in length for my videos' time length. Some videos will end up being half hour or more, sometimes even 45 minutes. Some won't even make it to the 20-minute mark. But yeah, this is my haul, I guess, for the mansion. 3 totems, a couple heads, 3 of the Vex armor trim, bunch of bookshelves, which I can break down and then trade for more emeralds. 30 emeralds, 4 iron, name tags, some gunpowder, lapis block, couple leads, 1 golden apple, and 1 enchanted golden apple. I don't know if it was really worth 8,000 block trek, but it's 1 more armor trim and a good source of emeralds. So now I'm gonna just try and head back home. I think I'm gonna make another portal to do that. Well, I think that's about going to be it for this episode. Doesn't really feel like we did too much in the episode, but a lot of stuff happened off camera with with me rebuilding my armor, getting all of the villagers over there resituated and the proper professions. Melon farm over that way. And then go into the woodland mansion. So it doesn't seem like it's working right now. But the iron farm was working again a little while ago. Before I left to go get the mansion. So I don't know if I have to move it or if it can just stay there. It seems since those guys can't sleep and they can't move, they're not counted as a village. But I'll watch this and just see how it goes. But yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any future comment or content. And if you have any questions for me, just leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer to the best of my abilities down there. And I hope to see you in the next one. Remember, beware what lurks in the shadows.